them. There are two things which are common to all 6 of them. The first is this, that all 6 were used as money in the market in Medina. If there was a shortage of gold and silver coins, they would use dates as money in Medina. The second thing which is common to all 6, which the Prime Minister of Malaysia has only now understood, when the sun is already setting, is that in all 6, in all 6, the value of the money is in the money. In other words, in all 6, the money had intrinsic value. I heard with my own ears the Prime Minister of Malaysia say a few years ago, of course he's going to be embarrassed now to be reminded of it, he said money has no intrinsic value. Now he's backpedaling because now he's beginning to learn a little thing from us who are teaching this subject for years now. And so the two things which are common are, number one, all 6 were used as money, and number 2, in every case the money had intrinsic value. Welcome, brothers and sisters, to Sunna money. You never heard of it before. You heard about the Sunnah, the beard. You heard about Sunnah, Salat. But you never heard about Sunnah money before. First time. What is Sunnah money? Sunnah money is either precious metals or commodities. And Sunnah money is money which has intrinsic value. I leave behind me 2 things. So long as you hold on to them, you will never go astray. The Book of Allah and my Sunnah. And this is also his Sunnah. And we've abandoned it today. This is riba. We will explain to you how it is riba. We've abandoned what we had as Sunnah money and replaced it with riba. We'll explain to you how. But wait a minute. This money, which is Sunnah money, is it also in the Quran? I mean, did we abandon the Quran as well? Oh, that would be terrible. So let's go to the Quran and see. When Yusuf alayhi salam was in the well, you shaking your head? Okay, he was in the well. The travelers came, fished him out of the well, and they took him to Egypt and they sold him. Surah Yusuf. وَشَرَوْهُ بِثَمَنٍ بَخْسٍ دَرَاهِمَ مَعْدُودَةٍ. And they sold him for a few measly dirhams. What is this word dirham? A dirham is a silver coin, precious metals. And then there is this ayah also in the Quran, in Surah Ali-Imran, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala addresses the double standards of the Jews. And remember, it is not Imran Hussein who is speaking, it is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if they want to arrest anyone, they're going to have to arrest Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let him try to do that now. وَمِنْ أَهْلِ الْكِتَابِ مَنْ إِنْ تَأْمَنْهُ بِقِنْطَارٍ يُؤَدِّهِ إِلَيْكَ. And amongst the Ahlul Kitab, here it is the Jews, There are those who, if you entrust them with a qintar, 1,200 gold coins, it's about 350,000 US dollars. Could you kindly keep this for me safely? When you want it back, they will return it to you. Why? Because you're a Jew. وَمِنْهُمْ مَنْ تَأْمَنْهُ بِدِينَارٍ لَا يُؤَدِّهِ إِلَيْكَ. But amongst them there are those who, if you give him a dinar, a gold coin, could you kindly keep this safely for me? When you want it back, you can't get it back. إِلَّا مَا دُمْتَ عَلَيْهِ قَائِمَةً. The only way you could get back your gold coin, your dinar, is if you stand there and you pound them and you pound them and you demand it and demand it and demand it back. Why? ذَلِكَ بِأَنَّهُمْ قَالُوا. This is because they argue, لَيْسَ عَلَيْنَا فِي الْأُمِّيِّينَ السَّبِيلٌ. We have no moral obligations to these ummiyun. We have no obligation to maintain an ethical standard with these ummiyun. Ummi, when we use the term, we understand it as one who cannot read and write, but when a Jew uses it, he uses it to mean one who is not a Jew. Gentile. وَيَقُولُونَ عَلَى اللَّهِ الْكَذِبَ وَهُمْ يَعْلَمُونَ. Allah said, but they tell a lie against me, and they know it's a lie. And so in this ayah of the Quran, there is the word dinar. So Sunnah money is also money in the Quran. Dinar is in the Quran, dirham is in the Quran, and when Allah speaks of a dinar in the Quran, I can assure you tonight, in GIYC, he's not talking about a paper dinar. He's talking about a gold coin. Sunnah money is in the Quran. I leave behind me two things. So long as you hold on to them, you will never go astray. The Book of Allah, and we've abandoned it. And my Sunnah, and we've abandoned it.